Black men want to see black women fit, feminine, friendly, their own natural hair and childless.
Welkom terug bij de Harde Analyse. In deze video belt een 32-jarige vrouw in om te praten over ranking en waarom vrouwen volgens haar mannen anders beoordelen dan andersom. Maar zodra Kevin haar vraagt om diezelfde eerlijkheid ook op zichzelf toe te passen, loopt het gesprek volledig vast. Kijk goed mee. En als je dit soort content waardeert, like en abonneer. En check ook Kevin Samuels zijn originele content, zodat zijn legacy blijft voortleven.
How are you? So I'm just getting home from the gym, out the shower. So
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. So, I'm asking about ranking, and what's the problem with ranking women?
I think I do agree that we rank everything in life. Women, I wouldn't say that we rank. I would use a different word. I think we categorize men, which may be a type of ranking. But I mean, so when you say ranking, are you referring to you're comparing them?
Yes.
To each other or just to your standard?
Yeah. No, see, you're 32.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been married?
No.
Any children?
Not yet.
Well, when a man asks you to go out, you decide what man you give your information to and what man you don't give your information to. That's a ranking. How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5". Do you care if a man is only 5'6" when you date him? That's a ranking. The pause is a ranking. Yeah, see, y'all got no problems with ranking men. If a man was working and making $15 an hour, would you marry him and be with him for the rest of your life if that's all he was gonna make? $15. $37,000 is what the median income for a male in this country was. You'd be happily married to him and submit to him for a lifetime?
If he's married to me, that's gonna change. So
No. I said he's just an average man. See, y'all all think y'all have the power. No. See, y'all all think y'all have the power of Thanos to make shit be not what it is. I said if a man was just an average earning man. See, the fact that you can't even.
I can't. You're right. I can't live off that because.
Sure, you can.
If anything were to happen, to me, and if he would have to take care of everything, I wouldn't be able to sustain. Like I would have to.
What do you mean you couldn't sustain? I mean, half the country's doing that.
I mean, like I would have to change some things. If we were living just off his income, I would have to change a lot.
Did you go to college?
I did.
Mm-hmm. Did your mother go to college?
She didn't.
Your father go to college? Did your father go to college?
He has a trade.
So your mother and father didn't go to college, they made you. And it's funny that the very people who come from nothing got so high of a standard for the next group of men. So I have no problem with it. I judge women just by the same standard. So basically, you're saying that a man couldn't be an average earner for you.
I'm saying that if he does, and if I really like him, then I mean I guess anything is possible. But I've never thought about dating somebody that makes $15 an hour. Like, but
okay.
See,
well, let's get to this. You're 5'5"?
Yes.
Dress size?
Like a 9, 8, 9.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
I just left the gym. I'm a former gymnast, so I'm like 185, 190.
So at 5'5", 190 pounds, you weigh more than a man.
Very possible.
So that means you're below average from a fitness standpoint.
Well, muscle weighs more than fat, and
I don't care how. Okay, ma'am, we can do that, but 5'5", you're supposed to be closer to 130. I don't care how. You could have Kryptonian muscle fibers. It shouldn't be 200 pounds as a female. And I'm making this to prove a point because, see, notice how it varies so much with women that men are supposed to accept 5'5", 200 pounds because muscle weighs more than fat.
I said 195. You put the extra.
195. It's that much.
85.
185. I'm sorry. Still, but men are supposed to accept 185 like it's no big deal But if we actually extrapolated that down to money, you should be able to accept 40,000, just like a man should accept 185. That's the way our minds work.
And I don't disagree with that, but weight is something that fluctuates. You can change that easier than usually you can change a tax bracket. So, and I'm not saying that
I guess the point I was ultimately getting to is, and you're right, you can change weight. And I say that often. That's why I tell women the one thing you can impact more than anything else is your weight. So there's no excuse for a woman to weigh more than a man at her height. Simply is not. That's not how the Creator made you. Females of the species in mammals don't weigh more than males, except in hyenas, and they're ass backwards. They also have the female hyena also has a penis, penis-looking organ that she gives birth through. Yeah, look it up.
Really?
That's why when some folks associate things in our culture with hyenas, because it's backwards. It's backwards. Go look at the hyena and look at how backwards a matriarchy is and how the men die sooner. Check it out. Go look and see how they give birth. But I'm talking about to the audience. But let's get on to the next phase. You're 32 years old. If you had to just rank yourself, scale of 0 to 10, you can't use 7, just your natural face, your natural state. Can't use 7. Where would you give yourself?
Because this is where I am right now. I literally just left the gym, got out the shower. Just stripped of nothing, no makeup, no nothing. Probably, I don't know, 8 maybe. I've never ranked myself, never thought about it, honestly.
All right.
And it was physically, or are we talking about everything? Like
just your face.
Oh, physical stuff.
8?
Maybe.
What is that? What it is?
I guess I never
don't
myself, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm
but the funny thing is, you ladies need to rank yourself because you rank men, and we rank you. And I say an 8 is Beyonce level, Pam Grier level. That's an 8. Kelly Rowland, Diane Carroll, 9. You know, Dorothy Dandridge, Rihanna, that's closer to 10.
They are beautiful.
So you're saying you're in that 8 category?
I mean, you said just natural, stripped of everything out the shower.
Yes.
I think because I look beyond the surface. So I mean,
no, but see, you aren't the matter, man. The matter is how men look at visual, and I'm asking that's the problem. How you ladies look at yourselves in the best case scenario. We men look at you as it is. You said naturally out of the shower. Is that your natural hair?
Not all of it, no.
So are those your natural lashes?
Well, individuals still blended.
But you have mink. Okay. And is that your natural eye color?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the 2 of the 3 aren't you. So even when you said it, I just came home out of the shower, fresh face, natural, that wasn't accurate. This is part of the disconnect between how women tend to look at themselves. You look at yourselves in the best case scenario, and you look at other women in the best case scenario because you want to be given the benefit of the doubt. Men look at what is. And the men in this audience, if I had the comments on, they'd say, I want to see you with your natural hair. Where's your natural hair length?
I just cut off 11 inches. I just went natural. Big chop.
Where is it normally though?
I just cut off 11 inches. So normally, well, I think I have a picture. My other phone's in there, but I just cut off 11 inches.
So you have extensions in after you cut it off?
Clip-ins for the gym, like clip-in links. It's like micro links things.
So your hair was 11 inches longer? How long ago?
Yeah, when you, like a month and a half ago, when you do a big cut, you cut off all like relaxed stuff.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to understand is, if you cut off 11 inches a month ago.
Month and a half.
Month and a half. Where is it now?
Just in its natural curly state. I don't know. I haven't had it blown out, but I don't know. It's probably 5 inches left now.
Does it go past your shoulders? Does it go past your shoulders?
No, I cut off 11 inches of it. So
that's what I'm trying to understand. Does it go here?
When it's blown out, it does. Yeah. When it's blown out, it does. But when it's wet, it just curls up. So that's why it's...
All right. So you have your reasons, but to men, it's like cut off 11 inches to then clip in hair.
Well, it's just for working. I like to give men the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because I agree with what you said. Sometimes
you like to give men the benefit of the doubt?
I believe, well, I can only speak for myself, not for women, because we're not a monolith. We're not all the same. So I do believe that.
Let me say something. Ladies, take that out of the conversation. That is a useless point to say we're not all the same, obviously. But that's a useless point. That's a filler argument. We know we're not all the same. That's something that goes without saying.
You said that women like to get the benefit of the doubt, and you said, but women don't like to give men the benefit of the doubt. And I'm saying that some women do. Like we all don't. You know what I mean? We all don't require.
I never said that women don't like to give men the benefit of the doubt. You said I like to give men the benefit of the doubt, and I just said okay. But when in the income example, see, this is why I keep doing this. Women, period. Y'all need to understand how y'all look at our money and these kind of things is how we look at your looks. And see, you're far more rigid on a man's income, but you're far more flexible on how a man should look at your looks. By your own estimation, you say you put yourself in the 8 category. That's pretty. That's right up there with Beyonce, Pam Grier. The difference is I can look at Pam Grier in her natural state in the 70s, no makeup, and she was pretty. I'm still having to look between the lashes, the extensions, and everything else that exists. And then even those 2 women, neither one of those women are in your body type range. They still are smaller than men. So those 2 things automatically skew the number. But then when we just look at fresh face out of the shower, I would give you a 5. I would give you average looking, average to cute. But actually, I'll take that back. I would actually probably give you a solid 5, 6. That means average looking can be cute, but I wouldn't put you in the same category as Beyonce or Pam Grier. Because if that's the case, that means you guys should be able to stand in the same places and men would pick you at equal rates. And that just would not happen. You or any woman, huh?
I said, no, I respect your opinion. That's how you feel.
Okay. But you feel different. But you feel differently.
Well, according to your rankings on, I don't know if I've ever seen either of those women stripped down the way that you described it. So I can't even.
Beyonce, all you have to do is Google it. Beyonce before, no makeup. It's everywhere.
Who was very beautiful. I've seen her in person. I work in media, so she's very beautiful. They all are. But I'm just saying, like, I've never put myself against that to say that. So I mean, I just have to take your word for it. If that's your opinion.
What I'm saying is, ma'am, 8, 9, and 10 has to mean something. And you say you've never seen them. Okay, take any woman that's a pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous, and you're saying that I'm a woman right there with them.
If according to your standards, so this is your ranking scale. So that's why I said,
ma'am, the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine, Essence magazine, the most beautiful women in the world is not my standard. See, that's another place that women tend to try to slide.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I agree. It's not your standard. It's probably more European standard.
It's not a European. I'm talking about Black women. That's bullshit. I'm gonna stop right here, man. I gotta say this. I have not named one white woman, and every time we start talking about standards, Black people in particular, black folks in particular, Black women in general, always want to go to European. We rank Black women based upon your best selves.
And I'm glad you said that. That's a good point. The reason why I said that is because we in America, and especially working in media, even if you are a Black woman, the closer you have to European features, the more classified.
You got a problem with that? So let's just take your argument. No, you have a problem with it?
Do I have a problem with them?
Do you have a problem with that?
let me make sure I understand your question. Your question is, do I have a problem that society and the entertainment industry equates being more beautiful, even as an African American woman, to having more European features? Do I have an issue with that?
The way you frame that, yes. Do you have a problem with the question as you just stated it?
So here's my issue with that. My issue with that is
it's
that
a yes or no. Before you give me the long answer, I just need to know yes or no. You put out the premise. I'm asking, do you have a problem with that premise?
Because it's typically Europeans that
yes or no.
Well, they think it's beautiful. That's their standard.
Yes or no.
For
you
me,
laid the premise out.
Not my standard of beauty.
Yes or no. You laid out the premise. Yes or no. Yes, I have a problem with the premise I just laid out. No, I don't have a problem with the premise I just laid out.
I have a problem with that being perpetuated.
Yes, I have a problem with the premise. No, I don't have a problem with the premise.
Under certain.
Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Within certain context,
yes, I do. No, I don't.
Within the certain context, I do.
This is the problem. This is the problem because even when I allow you guys to lay out the premise and give it all on this European standard, you still want wiggle room. Since you have a problem.
I want to say is wiggle room.
How about this? If there's a problem with the European standard of beauty that's put on black women, such and so forth, take the extensions. Take the extensions. Wear your hair in its natural state and take the extensions out of your hair.
And I do that.
All the time.
Here's why.
All the time. That's what the women in the 70s did.
Here's why I said within context. I said within context because it's coming from people that are European, so they're saying that they believe that their type is beautiful.
No, I don't buy that bullshit argument, man. I don't buy that bullshit argument. I don't buy that bullshit argument. I allowed you to make it, but I'm not going to. Nope. I'm not going to perpetuate that on my channel. Nope. I'm not going to perpetuate that on my channel. I'm not going to even let. I allowed the premise for you to make it, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with you, ma'am. I am comparing you to black women. When black women in the 90s, ma'am, black women in the 70s, I want you to look at your black women in your family, in your family album, and I want you to go back and find women who are 5'5", almost 200 pounds, 80 years ago. Go on Soul Train, where it was nothing but black women, and they were dress size 4, not dress size 14.
I'm not gonna be a 4, and I'm not a 14.
And you're not, and there are no, and it is not your normal state as a female to weigh as much as a man. See, women in general, black women in particular, have a problem with reality.
I'm in the gym.
You have a problem with reality.
Those Corona calories.
It's not Corona calories. It's lack of discipline.
No. Well, is that too? But being in the house, I definitely gained 25 pounds over COVID.
You didn't have to eat that. You could have ate different. You knew what it was.
No, that's what you're right.
So that ain't got nothing to do with a European. That has nothing to do with a European standard or nothing. See, the reason I push back so hard about this. The reason I push back so hard about this, ma'am, is that's bullshit. Black women used to be a standard of beauty.
Still is.
Then if that's the case, stop complaining about a European standard just because you need to lose weight and look like your normal selves.
You're right, but it was in the context of your question. That's why I said
no, it wasn't in the context of my question. You injected that point to try to make a tangent. We weren't talking about white people. Because and back on subject. We're not going down that path anymore. Let's put a period there. We're not doing the European thing. We're not doing the European thing anymore.
I think you're
we're not doing the European thing anymore. Bottom line is I'm comparing you against black women. Black women.
But that's in the ranking that you're using in the size and the charts. That's based off who created those ratios and says this
the BMI? BMI?
Listen.
Ma'am, you want to know, I'll tell you. No, ma'am. You want to know, I will tell you. You can't go to the continent and see women who are 200 pounds. Not consistently. This is what I mean. A problem with reality. Okay. And what I need you guys to understand is this is how far women will go. Black women will go to substantiate their lack of being competitive.
No,
it's a European standard. It's the white man. It's who gave us this. Black men want to see black men want to see black women fit, feminine, friendly, their own natural hair and childless.
You said the world's most beautiful woman, then you gave the magazine and the rankings and the people. And I'm saying that
I gave you an example of where you would see beautiful women. I didn't say that
are beautiful. All right.
Well, no matter how you see, you're caught in your own logic loop. No matter how you slice it, you're not up there with those women.
And I'm not.
I mean, we can bounce it all around. You said you are, you're not.
According to your standards.
Okay, according to your standard, you are.
I said according. I said I'm not ranking me. You said
No,
you.
I'm asking you. I asked you where you rank. You said you give yourself an 8. And I said, so you put yourself up there with Beyonce and Pam Grier? It'll all be on tape for replay. You can hear it yourself. No, you said yes.
That's fine. And that's fine. I said, yeah. I mean, if I said I give me an 8, you said, well, I think that they're 8s and you're not an 8, I give you a 6. And I said, okay.
No, I said what I gave you later on. I know exactly what I said. So what would you give yourself then? So since you want to play word game thing, what would you put yourself?
No, I'm not playing where
No, let's be clear though. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Go ahead.
If I say Pam Grier and Beyonce are an 8, what would you rank yourself in relation to them?
Well, based off of your standards, if they're 8 to you and you say you're not up there with them, then I would say
no. I didn't ask you anything about me. I said, what would you rank yourself if that's where they are?
I'm never gonna at my natural state. I'm never gonna say anything. I'm not gonna change my number. I'm gonna still say what I say.
Exactly. And there we go, people.
Wat hier echt gebeurt is simpel. Deze vrouw heeft geen probleem met het beoordelen van mannen. Ze weet prima dat lengte telt, inkomen telt, uitstraling telt, potentie telt. Maar zodra Kevin dezelfde logica op haar toepast, verandert de energie meteen. En dat is precies de kern van deze hele call. De regels zijn voor mannen heel concreet. Voor vrouwen moeten ze ineens zacht, subjectief en flexibel worden. Als een man gemiddeld verdient, is dat voor veel vrouwen niet genoeg. Dan komen er meteen twijfels over veiligheid, toekomst, levensstijl en stabiliteit. Maar als Kevin haar confronteert met haar eigen gewicht, haar uiterlijk en haar positie op de datingmarkt, dan wordt het ineens ingewikkeld. Dan is het perspectief, dan is het context, dan is het anders. En dat is waar Kevin doorheen prikt. Niet om gemeen te zijn, maar om de dubbele standaard bloot te leggen. Want als jij van een man verwacht dat hij realistisch naar zichzelf kijkt, naar zijn inkomen, zijn lengte, zijn status, dan moet jij dat ook kunnen. En dat gebeurt hier niet. Ze wil niet met een gemiddelde man bouwen, tenzij er potentie is. Maar als het over haarzelf gaat, blijft ze zichzelf hoog inschatten. Zelfs wanneer Kevin haar direct zegt dat haar beeld niet matcht met de realiteit. En dat is waarom dit gesprek vastloopt. Niet door gebrek aan intelligentie, maar door gebrek aan eerlijke zelfinschatting. Want zonder eerlijk zelfbeeld ga je automatisch verwachtingen opbouwen die niet overeenkomen met wat je aantrekt. En dan blijf je geloven dat het probleem buiten jou ligt, terwijl het probleem misschien begint bij hoe jij jezelf ziet. De les is simpel, mannen. Let op vrouwen die extreem precies zijn over wat een man moet zijn, maar vaag worden zodra je vraagt wat zij zelf objectief meebrengen. En vrouwen, als je hoge standaarden hebt, prima. Maar dan moet je ook sterk genoeg zijn om diezelfde standaard eerlijk op jezelf toe te passen. Je kunt niet om realisme vragen van een man en tegelijk vrijstelling eisen voor jezelf. Had Kevin hier gelijk of ging hij te ver? Laat het weten in de reacties. Like en abonneer voor meer. En check ook Kevin Samuels zijn originele content, zodat zijn legacy blijft voortleven.